I don't buy it. That's it. I don't buy it. I don't think your kid did that. I want proof. Make him do it again.
Oh man. Moving over to Utah. Good old American Utah. This is Ogden, Utah, which is just about 40 miles north of Salt Lake City.
That's my favorite word that ends in Gdin.
Gdin. Well, cops were called to the house about 12:15 p.m. For a domestic violence call. And when the cops arrived at the door, the cop knocked on the door, and well, he got an answer. It was unfortunately a bunch of bullets that went through him and killed him. So he was killed by the husband who was threatening to kill the wife. And then, of course, he fired upon a whole bunch of other people. Yeah, so the guy's been... there's a new cop, only on the job for 15 months.
Always is. Every fucking time. It's always a rookie cop. He's a good guy, just married.
Yeah. Or it's the guy who was just about to retire. One of the two.
My God. Well, I don't know.
But the cops returned fire, and shot and killed the guy, and so he's dead.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah, so the children were saved. The wife was saved. So yeah. But, yeah, Jesus Christ. Knock, knock, knock. Hey, with the police. Bang. Fucker's dead.
Yeah. Well, really, though, it's the States. So you knock on a door, that's a 50% chance of getting shot. If you're a cop, or you go by the cops, or you know a cop, or you've seen a movie about a cop, probably going to get shot. That's what happens in the States.
I just want to know why is nobody
feel
freaking
any
out?
Sort of emotional anything towards a story of someone getting shot in the States. Like,
no.
Someone got shot in the States. That's like saying, oh, someone in Canada said sorry.
It's almost as common as that. Almost. So yeah. So that.
And what I'm saying, Americans, if you don't understand, is I don't feel bad for you because your gun attitude is ridiculous. Those of you who don't share that gun attitude, you're less ridiculous, and I like you more. But for the most part, you guys do, and it's fucked. So I can't really feel emotional until you get rid of the ridiculous fucking NRA and these damn gun companies that are running your country. But other than that, I love you guys.
No, yeah. This is a really interesting story. It comes
about
from
a
Iran. No, it's not about a comment. It's about Iran. But the Iranian authorities have arrested a man who's accused of beheading his 14-year-old daughter in an honor killing.
Oh, nice. Is that even illegal?
I didn't think so. Apparently, she had run away from home. Keep in mind, she's 14. She ran away from home to elope with her 34-year-old boyfriend.
What?
After the family objected to the union.
Gee, I wonder why.
Right? The pair were caught by the cops nearly 200 miles north of Tehran. She was forced to return home despite pleading with authorities and claiming that she feared her life. And, yep, she was beheaded with a sickle in her bedroom by her father, who walked out of the house with the sickle in his hand and confessed openly to everybody.
That is awesome, by the way, the confession. Good on you. That's balls.
Yeah.
That's Iran. You know what? As my daughter gets older, I can't blame the dude. I can. It's weird, but
14 years old.
Yeah, 34-year-old dude.
Yeah. Now, under Iranian law, girls can get married as young as 13. So technically, I mean, it was technically legal, everything that was going to be happening. But I guess because I'm assuming it's simply probably because the 34-year-old guy just didn't have anything to offer the family.
Yeah, probably. That's usually what it is. But
yeah.
Nevertheless, Iranian ladies, quit fucking around. That's this shit happens in your country, and you know it. So don't do weird shit, and you won't get killed. That's my only advice. It sucks. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's good. But that's what happens. Look at the one. She was dancing and she got arrested.
Yeah.
You gotta
dancing online.
Things are changing for you guys, and that's awesome. But they're not changing that quick.
No. Now, normally, although honor killings are considered illegal, the typical punishment ranges between 3 to 10 years in prison. Which, considering if you're caught for murder otherwise in the country, it's death sentence.
Yeah, I like that.
It's very cut and dry in that sense, but if you murder your young child because they did something you didn't agree with, that's apparently is fine. So, way to go, Iran.
Their laws make about as much sense as most of ours.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck. So that happened in Iran. So, way to go, Iran.
Well, you didn't run fast enough.
So as I mentioned on the previous episode, that Twitter has decided that they are going to start challenging Trump whenever he puts out a tweet about fact-checking it.
Sure.
Well, Trump has freaked and wants to shut down Twitter and a few other social media sites, basically saying that this is interfering on free speech.
Well, considering the president's not supposed to tweet, he's the first one in history that's even been allowed to keep his cell phone.
Yeah.
He was such a pissy crybaby when they tried to take it, as they've always done, always. Really, I don't think he has much of a case.
Not only that, but he can't just, even if you're the president, you can't just shut down a company.
Oh, he fucking shut down the world.
Well, that's a planet. That's different. Nobody owns the planet. That's collective. But I just thought that was pretty. I find it humorous that. Well, I mean, face it, it's Trump and he's a fucking twat. But
he's said his most recent tweet is, Twitter is now interfering in the 2020 election. They are saying my statement on mail-in ballots, which will lead to corruption and fraud, is incorrect, based on fact-checking by fake news CNN. Twitter is completely stifling free speech, and I, as the president, will not allow it to happen. Well, you're not the president much longer, big guy, so...
Make it count now. Oh, my God. Yeah. It was just insane. So...
Hack his account and fucking... That's what I'd do. I think people should... You know, his password's probably password. He's one of those guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just think it's just funny. Now the one thing, again, if you're going to fact check something, you can't use CNN as your reasoning for fact checking something.
Not so much, no.
Like, come on, like, put your fact checking to task. If you're going to say this is true or this is not, you cannot cite CNN for anything.
But he's not right about that. They're not citing CNN. They're citing a lot of different.
They're using they're exactly
using the fact checkers.
Yeah.
But he's not going to say that, and they're not interfering in the election. He said that mail-in ballots were going to cause massive voter fraud. There's no proof of that, and it's doubtful, and it's not. It's just something that you can't say. The president can't go out and just randomly say shit.
No. Well, at least they're not supposed to.
So he's not going to do well for much longer.
No, I mean, I don't agree with the mail-in ballots because I just think it's too. I agree that it's too easy to manipulate that. Way too simple to manipulate a simple ballot that you're just labeling in and not. I think that's too simple to do.
Well, it's more simple than the ones we have now. Well, we use mail ballots in Canada, so we can't say. But
Yeah. And look where all our voting keeps getting us.
they're just
And play
as
with them.
the other. I don't know. I think the ones we go to the school and fucking sign or whatever, they're just as easily manipulated.
Yeah, which is true. I mean, everything is manipulated, but I don't know.
I'm sketchy about electronic ballots, but I know that's coming eventually.
Yeah. I don't know. No matter what we do, it doesn't matter. Everything's hackable. Everything's changeable.
Right?
So it doesn't really matter what you do.
You're absolutely right.
The only way around it would be to physically show up in person in front of the two elected officials and point to the guy and say, him.
Yeah.
That's how you solve that problem. But yeah, good luck with that.
But the people who are in charge of changing the system are the newly elected. And they're not going to change the system because it's the system that just got them elected. So we're always going to be fucked until someone gets the sack to actually change things the way Justin said he would.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin, I just threw that in there for you, buddy.
That's just for you, my friend.
Until you grow the beard back, you're dead to me.
Oh, man. Good news in Costa Rica, by the way.
Which it actually is Spanish for the coast of Eric.
I'm going to assume that's true. They are the latest country to legalize same-sex marriage.
Way to go, Costa Rica.
So there you go. So well done. Way to go. That's pretty much all I got. So congratulations,
that's cool.
Guys. That's awesome. That's great.
I can't believe we're still telling that story this far into the 21st century, but it's great that it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I would like it to just be a world edict. Hey, this is legal now. So everybody get on board, but that's never going to happen. But I do like that countries are coming around.
Yeah, because it was literally banned and against the law. That's a 2018 when which became when they were coming up to the election. Yeah, that's one of the things. In the election was one of the biggest things was having the gay rights and allowing them to be able to marry. And
I remember that actually. I believe we talked about that.
I believe we did
when they had their election. We were all over that because
in August 2018, their Supreme Court said the country's ban was unconstitutional and gave Congress 18 months to correct it, or it would happen automatically. So it's not that it was necessarily voted in as much as it was the Supreme Court saying, "Come on, guys, grow the fuck up. We're not 6 anymore."
Right.
So
makes perfect sense. But it's good. Whatever. I don't care how it comes to be. It should just be.
It should just be. I agree.
So whatever it takes. I'm glad it's done. I hope people respect it and aren't childish about it like they were here at first. I
just love the actual what do they call it? The campaign for it was actually called I Do. The I Do campaign. I like that. That's very nice. Because they just want to be able to say I do when they get married. So well done.
It's
very good.
But see, you can't agree with them because when they go, I do, and then you go, me too, and then people are like, you can't say that.
I agree as well.
I also agree. That's not.
Also agree. Me too. No, wait, not that. Trent, New Jersey. This actually kind of brings a bit of a smile to my heart. So in Trenton, New Jersey, a judge who suggested that women seeking a restraining order should close your legs to prevent a sexual assault.
I remember that guy.
Yeah, well, he's been removed from the bench on Tuesday by the Supreme Court, permanently barred from presiding over a courtroom.
Barred for being right? That's wrong.
Yeah,
he is so not right. And that wasn't the first time he had some questionable rulings.
No.
So That's crazy. It's very hard to get a judge like this bar.